Hi students, welcome to our class. I am your Sir H, your TLE teacher. For the subject of Technology and Livelihood Education, the area is Industrial Arts, and our specialization is Electrical Installation and Maintenance. In this video, we are going to discuss.
It's all about the maintenance procedure, and we have three objectives for this lesson. Familiarize with the different types of lubricant used in maintenance. Perform proper maintenance procedure in servicing power tools. Value the importance of maintenance procedure in servicing power tools. Before we start our lesson, let's have a self-assessment. Direction. Choose the letter of the correct answer. For number 1, what action can be carried out to retain an item or to restore its functional condition? Letter A, corrective maintenance. Letter B, emergency maintenance. Letter C, maintenance. Letter D, repair and maintenance. For number 2 question, this is a kind of planned maintenance that is performed in order to ensure that tools are operating properly and efficiently. Letter A, corrective maintenance. Letter B, emergency maintenance. Letter C, preventive maintenance. And letter D, repair and maintenance. Very nice. Let's move in the third question. It can also be used as major component aside from other base oil. Letter A, liquid lubricant. Letter B, oil. Letter C, vegetable oil. And letter D, water. For number 4, these are the primarily derived from plants and animals. A, liquid lubricant. Letter B, oil. Letter C, vegetable oil. And letter D, water. And for the last question, for number 5 question, what is the process of thinking about the activities required to achieve a desired goal? Letter A, cleaning. Letter B, planning. Letter C, maintenance. Letter D, working. Great job, class. Now we are done in our self-assessment. Let's proceed to our motivation. Let's have what's in. Direction. Match the tools in column A with their classification in column B. In this motivation, we need to identify the classification of the tools. For example, number 1, screwdriver. What is the classification of screwdriver in the column B? Let's choose from letter A to letter E. Okay, let's try. For number 1, we have the tools screwdriver. For number 2, we have multi-tester. We have number 3, pliers. And number 4, we have wire gauge. And number 5, power drill. Great job, class. Now we are done in our motivation and let's move on to our what's in. Let's answer the 2 questions. What is maintenance? Reserve your idea. And I have a follow-up question. What are the objectives of maintenance? I think you have an idea. Let's see. The answer is, maintenance is the function whose objective is to ensure the fullest availability of production equipment, utilities, and related facilities at optimal cost and under satisfactory condition of quality, safety, and protection of the environment. The principle of preventive maintenance is anticipation. Maintenance is an action carried out to retain an item in order to restore it to its functional condition. Regular maintenance and servicing of power tools and electric tools will help to ensure that they operate with optimum efficiency at all times. This will only help to keep tools operating costs low, but it can also increase tool safety and reliability. What is it? Maintenance procedure. The first thing to do in any preventive maintenance system is to use your eyes, nose, ears, and experience and judgment. Follow your instinct or your keen observation on an equipment when doing preventive maintenance. We have the planned maintenance. Number 1. Preventive maintenance is performed in order to ensure that tools are operating properly and efficiently. And number 2, we have the corrective maintenance is performed in order to correct a failure. And we have number 3, emergency maintenance is necessarily to put the item at hold immediately to avoid serious consequences such as the loss of production, extensive damage of an asset, and or for safety reason. Now, we have the sample checklist of tools and equipment. Storing tools and equipment. We need to identify it is yes or no. We have the first. Are the tools stored in proper storage area when not in use? Second, are the defective hand tools removed from the storage area for repair? Are the power equipment turned off when not in use or when adjustments are needed? Are the tools and equipment kept clean and in good working condition? Are the worn out, deteriorated, or poorly insulated power tools and equipment replaced, repaired? Now, let's talk about the lubrication. The following features contribute to safety and economic lubricating machine tools. We have number 1. Plate on machine clearly show the grade of lubricant. Quantities and interval are required. The machine name, type, and model should be visible. We have number 2. Maintain the proper level of lubrication reservoir. And number 3. Suitable method of lubrication should be followed to minimize or prevent metal-to-metal contact at all time. And we have number 4. Sufficient lubricant capacity is needed to prevent overheating and thermal distortion of machine tools structure. And last, adequate sealing should be properly observed. Install provision for removal of contaminant collected by the lubricant. Types of lubricants. We have liquid, solid, grease, and paste. These are the common materials that used to lubricant our power tools or our machine. Types of lubricant. We have liquid lubricant. And second, we have water. And third, we have vegetable oil. Those are the 3 types of lubricant. Now, let's talk about the purpose of lubricating. Lubricating performs the following key function. We have first, keep movable part apart. Reduce friction for number 2. And we have the third, transfer heat. And number 4, carries away contaminant and debris. We have transmit power for number 5. We have protect against wear. And we have prevent corrosion. Those are the lubricating performed to the following key function. Let's try this. What's more? Direction. Write the initial that is being referred to in the following sentence. Write your answer in separate notebook or paper. We have PM for preventive maintenance. We have PLM for planned maintenance. We have CM for corrective maintenance. We have LL for liquid lubricant. And we have EM for emergency maintenance. We have 5 questions. For number 1, it is an action carried out to restore an item at its capable condition. For number 2, it is lanolin or natural water repellent, lanolin, which is derived from a wool grease and safe alternative of this more common petrochemical based lubricant. Number 3, it is performed in order to prevent failure before they develop into a breakdown. Number 4, it is performed in order to correct a failure. It is the first step of any preventive maintenance system for number 5. Again, write the initial that being prepared into the following sentence. Write PM, write PLM, write CM, write LL, write EM. Now, let's have what I have learned. You need to answer the given question. Direction. Give at least the 5 reasons why we need to put lubricant on our tools and equipment. Write your answer on separate notebook or paper. And let's try again what I can do. Direction. Use the given table below. Check or identify the tool's defect with the corresponding possible remedies. Write your answer on a separate notebook or paper. The procedure are: number 1, borrow the following tools. Check or identify the tool's defect. Number 3, give possible remedy or solution to the problem. Attach the photo of defective tools on the table. We need to prepare the following: supplies, activity form, and pencil. For materials, we need to prepare the lubricant, rag, rust remover, and for the tools, we need to prepare the screwdriver, lineman pliers, and long nose pliers. This is the table that you need to answer or to fill. For the first column, you need to include the image of the tools. For the second column, you need to identify the defect of the tools. And for the third column, what are the possible remedy? And after your remedy, for the fourth column, write your remarks or the condition of the tools. Let's try the assessment. Answer the 5 questions. Encircle the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. Why it is important to apply sufficient lubricant capacity to the machine tool's structure. Letter A. It is needed to prevent overheating and thermal distortion. Letter B. It is needed to prevent thermal distortion. Letter C. It is needed to prevent overheating. Letter D. It is needed to prevent damage. Let's move to the second question. What are the first thing to do in any preventive maintenance system? Letter A. Use your eyes, nose, ears, experience, and judgment. Letter B. Use your eyes, nose, ears, and experience. Letter C. Use your experience and judgment. Letter D. Use your eyes, nose, and ears. Number 3. What we need to perform in order to ensure that tools are operating properly and efficiently. Letter A. Corrective maintenance. Letter B. Emergency maintenance. Letter C. Preventive maintenance. Letter D. Repair and maintenance. Let's move to the fourth question. This is performed in order to correct failure. Letter A. Corrective maintenance. Letter B. Emergency maintenance. Letter C. Preventive maintenance. And letter D. Repair and maintenance. And for the last question, number 5, this is what we need to do as necessary to put the item at hold immediately to avoid serious consequence such as the loss of production, extensive damage of asset, and for safety reason. Letter A. Corrective maintenance. Letter B. Emergency maintenance. Letter C. Preventive maintenance. And letter D. Repair and maintenance. Congratulations, class! We are done in our assessment. Let's proceed to the additional activities. In this activity, we need to clean and lubricant pliers. We have an option. We have option 1. Create a short video on how you clean and lubricate your pliers. Your video should not more than 3 minutes. Or for your second option, option B, create a photo collage of your work on how to clean and lubricate your pliers and put a caption on each photo. The file format can be JPEG, document, PowerPoint, or PDF files. You need to prepare the materials: soft rag, lubricating oil, pine and paper, rust remover. And the tools that you are needed are the lineman pliers, long nose pliers, personal protective equipment, gloves, goggle, and dust mask. These are the materials and tools that you are needed for this activity. Now, let's talk about the procedure. Number 1. Prepare the materials needed. Number 2. Select or identify the stock of pliers. Number 3. Wear the appropriate personal protective equipment. And number 4. Clean the rusty part with a fine sandpaper. Number 5. Wipe out the loosened rust. And number 6. Apply oil on insulated part, especially on the jaw, with both handle in upward position to prevent oil to drip down the insulation. Number 7. Move the handle in, out, and in direction with both hands. Number 8. Wipe out the dirt and excess lubricant. Number 9. Repeat step 4 and 5 until the jaw loosened well. Number 10. Store them in the tool cabinet. And number 11. Observe good housekeeping. For your assessment criteria, we have the procedure. Student apply or follow the proper procedure. We have accuracy, proper use of cleaning tools or proper application of lubricant. We have method, observance of the safety measure. And we have the speed. Submission on time, you will get additional 3 points. If you have done your activity before the expected time, you will get a additional 5 points. And if you submit your activity after the expected time, you will be deducted a 2 points. Rating scale. If you got the BS, stand for very satisfactory, is equivalent to 25 to 18. If you get S, satisfactory, it is equivalent to 17 to 10. And if you get NI, equivalent to need improvement, you get only 9 and below. So that is our lesson for today, class. Again, I am Harold M. Reforma, your TLE teacher in Electrical Installation and Maintenance. Have a nice day, class.